Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Lovin Show. Shireen has just taken ill, but we're joined by El-Helw, who is on our Smashy team. Welcome, El-Helw.
Thank you.
And this week we are joined by none other than fashion pirate herself, but also Zeynab El-Helw.
Hi. Perfect.
Is there a pronunciation? Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
We're very excited to have you. And before we get to know you, we want to play a quick game because we understand you're a very new mom.
Yes, I am. 11 weeks into it.
That's amazing. And I saw his pictures on social media. He looks super cute.
So cute.
Thank you.
How is the new mom process going?
Incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Overwhelming.
Yeah.
Exciting. Pretty much everything you can name. Just
Mixed,
full of
mixed,
surprises.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
really.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I miss him already.
So cute.
You should have brought him.
I was thinking about it actually.
Yeah.
Next time.
Yeah.
Well, this game is actually called Cry Catcher, and what it is I'm going to play different types of cries because apparently babies have universal sounds, and all babies sound the same, but you have to learn to decipher them.
Yes.
Oprah said this. I don't know.
New information for me.
That is true. There was a couple of distinctive cry sounds that you learn how to pick up.
Okay, so we have different ones here. If you want to hold them up, we have indecisive cry, uncomfortable cry, and the distress cry.
Okay.
So you guys have to figure out. So you're going to do it together and figure out which cry this is.
Okay.
Are
Okay.
you feeling confident? Hello, how
Oh no, not at all. I only know hungry cry because I do that. So.
Okay, let's see how we do. This is the first one.
I reckon it's this one.
I'm cheating, so can I cheat?
Yeah, you can cheat.
Yeah, I think it's the uncomfortable cry.
And you?
I reckon it's distress. I hope I get it right.
Actually, it's uncomfortable cry.
Trust me, I cheated. So.
Okay, but like they're so hard. There's this is from a video, and there's 4 doctors trying to figure it out, and they're like they don't have a clue basically.
This is not easy.
It's not easy.
But distress and uncomfortable is kind of
Yeah.
similar channel.
They're very similar because they're all kind of upset baby.
Yeah.
I agree. Okay, next one.
So how about the next one?
Gosh.
Yeah, I would go with
Okay,
this one.
fine. Now I get it.
Yeah.
Now I know. This is like a learning curve to go back home.
I feel like that's like 10 octaves higher.
Yeah.
That's enough. Okay, that's correct, guys. They got it. That was a
I
distress
think
cry.
I'm distressed now.
Okay. And the other one, it could be a mix of all.
That's the worst.
That's so cute.
I call that cry the
Indecisive
cry.
Yeah, okay. Very
Yeah.
good. 2 out of 3. Well done, moms. Well done.
But what would you do when he do the indecisive cry? Like this is so frustrating, no?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many things you do. You learn their cues. That's what I've been doing the last couple of weeks, trying to understand what he needs. And there's certain things that you look for. I mean, let's say the tired cry is, he starts to bring his hands up, and of course the typical yawn. But in terms of indecisive, it's very difficult because he's also indecisive. It's an indecisive cry. So you really need to know. I mean, it could be anything. It can be from maybe being a little bit hot or a little bit uncomfortable, or needs to change his nappy. That's most of the times when I try everything and then I realize, oh, it's his nappy.
Yeah.
Hunger, though, is very distinctive as a
Sure.
cry. And sometimes he cries when he's hungry, but then he doesn't eat, so it's a bit confusing as well.
But we get upset and we don't know what's wrong with us. So
Yeah,
we get
that's
that.
exactly.
When he's hungry, then he falls asleep. It's like, I thought you were hungry.
Yeah.
That's very cute. Tell us, you just have been. You said you just came back from London 3
Yes.
weeks ago. Why were you in London, and what brings you back?
Well, I'm based in Dubai for many, many years. It feels like a lifetime, nearly a decade actually. And I grew up in London, so I spend a lot of time in London with work throughout the year, so a couple of times, let's say. And my parents, my brothers, they all live in London. So any excuse, any time I have a moment with work or personal, I jet off to London. So I decided to give birth in London. So from the last month and a half, I jetted off there, and I spent the whole summer, which was amazing because I really had the whole family time, and I felt like I was a teenager again. And and then I gave birth there, and I spent about six to 8 weeks there post-pregnancy, and flew back. And he was fantastic on the plane until the last 5 minutes.
Exactly.
He
I was
just
about to ask
decided
that.
to scream, and it was very embarrassing. We got there in the end.
I think everyone commiserates with parents, new parents on airplanes. We're well used to it here.
Yeah. But like,
That was uncomfortable.
Exactly. Like, but will you like be able to comfortable be travel with your kid, or are you gonna like give it away for a while?
Yeah, I mean,
That's a good phrase.
it's true. When I look back at what I was doing a year ago, I was on a plane literally every single week. I think I spent over maybe, let's say, a month in total in Dubai, between weeks spread apart.
Yeah.
And this year is a very different year. Actually, I was traveling until 8 months pregnant. So I was very, very active, sometimes forgetting I was pregnant. So I had a nice birth. Yeah. And now, yes, definitely have to slow down.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm trying to go more on his flow at the moment. He still is a newborn, so they do say do things on his, on his timing in the beginning, and then slowly kind of introduce the whole routine.
Mhm.
So I've been trying. It has been a failure most of the days of the week, and some days it's incredible. But I guess it's just taking it week by week, and probably early next year, I'll start to travel.
Nice.
I do want to do a trip with him though, and they do say 6 months is the best time to travel with him because he's just, cries, sleeps, and eats.
Still not crawling.
Yeah.
Exactly, and we haven't introduced solids yet, so I think the solid part
Oh
will be
yeah.
the more,
Yeah.
more challenging.
Yeah.
But tell us a little bit about your background. So you actually have 1 million followers on Instagram, which is amazing. Was that the dream, or what is the dream beyond this? How did you get there?
I get that.
This is the question. Yeah.
I mean, it's been a journey. Since social media started, I was there, hovering around, not really understanding anything about it, and just kind of posting my dailies. I was traveling a lot for work. I actually come from a marketing background. I used to work in a luxury brand in Dubai, which kept me in Dubai. So I was traveling a lot for work from the last, let's say, year and a half being in that position, in charge of the Middle East and Africa region. So I was in and out quite a bit during the months. And during that period, social media, Instagram appeared. I didn't even know what a hashtag was, genuinely speaking. And I was just posting.
That's amazing.
Honestly speaking, it was very strange, and I was very into outfit posting and jewelry, handbags, all these kind of bits and bobs in the luxury kind of phase, and travel. And travel was brilliant. People used to love reposting travel pics and all these kind of things. I think they found it very fascinating in the beginning, and it kind of grew gradually. And during that period, I was doing parallel. I had a blog, and gradually I ended up leaving my my work and trying to take it full time, which was such a big challenge because I didn't think I'd be able to actually go and do it. And at that time, people didn't really understand what Instagram was,
Of course,
and
yeah.
social media. So it was like, are you crazy? Can you really do that? Is that really sustainable? And I thought I would jump to the challenge, and here I am today, and it's very busy. So I am confident about it, and yeah, I've managed to evolve into creating brands and partnering and doing all kind of sorts, and can only be thankful for what I'm doing now.
But that's amazing. You didn't only jump into social media, you're an entrepreneur now. So can you tell us more about your business?
Yeah, sure. I try to do everything in line with my personal life now, and when I got pregnant, for me it was very fascinating because it was such a big change in my lifestyle, in everything, and it was kind of a surprise. And I decided to launch, partnering with a friend, launch a maternity line because I genuinely couldn't find anything cool to wear,
Yeah.
and I couldn't just keep borrowing my husband's oversized clothing.
That's cool.
So we decided to do something fun together. I'm actually wearing the jeans as we speak.
Nice.
These are maternity jeans?
Yeah, they are.
Wow.
They don't look
They
at
are.
them. So yeah, super stylish.
Well, they're comfortable. That's the main thing right now.
Yeah.
And when you get pregnant, that's all you care about is comfort. But you still want to be a stylish
True.
mom, to say. And
100%.
yeah, and I found it really difficult to find clothing. So we decided to do that project, and it went really well. And a couple of other things that were happening over the course of the years. So hopefully, there's more surprises happening next year,
Nice.
which I'm working on when I have time between
Yes.
the baby.
Cool.
And do you have a fashion brand in your name as well?
I have an online e-commerce platform in my name, and I'm working on a fashion brand which is solely to do with me actually, which is
That's
pretty
cool.
exciting. Yes.
How scary is that to add your name to something? Like, do you kind of have input in everything, or do you want to make sure that it's like really matches your style, or how do you go about it?
It is a challenge. It's difficult because when you start to only focus on what you want, I think you minimize and really go into a niche market.
That's true.
So I'm really trying to not fully go into a mass market, but kind of like a premium luxury where I feel that it can target different characters and personalities rather than just really focusing on one. I'm trying to use my experience in the last couple of years of understanding what I've learned. I mean, in terms of fashion, I studied fashion and I never really dived into it. I really went into a marketing aspect. So I'm trying to go back to the beginning and take those first steps from where I started from and really create things that I really enjoy, because partnering with people has been such an incredible experience, and it's really managed me to understand the market and the needs and, you know, be creative at the same time, be real.
Yeah.
So this is why I've been taking my time, and hopefully I will launch something quite cool.
That's cool. How speaking of time and the baby and going back to your social media, how do you still have time to create content along with the baby time? Because it's time consuming, both of them. I
Two
guess.
full-time jobs.
Yeah, right.
It is. It is not easy,
Yeah.
definitely, and I feel like when you incorporate it within your lifestyle, it's a lot more easier. So last year I was very, very active in terms of really being involved in shoots and travel trips, etc. And I really found that it took over my life, my personal life as well. Whereas this year I'm doing it in a very different approach. I am very active on social media still because I feel like I'm incorporating it within my lifestyle, and that's obviously opened more doors for me because it really lets me connect with my audience, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice. And you have a lot of kind of life achievements under your belt. Can you pick one that makes you most proud?
My son.
Oh,
I knew that before I said it.
Definitely. I mean,
Yes.
it's, motherhood is. It's incredible. Really, you never know what to expect, and hearing it from other people, I can only now understand what people were telling me when they're like, oh, "Wow, it's amazing. You're going to embrace it." It is a lot of hard work, and you can never be ready for it, and that's fine, you know. But that love that you have, it's really unconditional and irreplaceable, of course.
If
Yeah.
you wanna describe it in one word, what would you describe it with?
Wow. In one word.
Yeah. See how hard it is seeing it from a
is
mom's
very hard.
perspective. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, there's so much vocabulary you can use for that, really.
Yeah.
And every day, I mean, I don't want to miss a moment of him because he's changing so rapidly, and so I've kind of put a lot of things on hold at the same time, which I'm happy about because I really don't want to have any regrets in missing, you know, these times when I can't bring them back, really.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
This is something I want to ask because obviously you're very into fashion and beauty and everything, and I'm always curious, if you had to go to a desert island and you could only have one beauty product, I always want to ask this like for my girlfriends, what would it be and why? But that's
Just
kind
one. Can I have more? Well, I mean, beauty products.
Mhm.
Okay, so not makeup, because I was about to say
Oh, well,
makeup product.
That's
Probably
okay.
SPF.
Oh yeah, I need that's
SPF
needed.
50, so I don't
That's very
burn.
practical.
Genuinely, because
Yeah.
otherwise I'm going to end up with lots of dry skin
Yeah.
and hot, and blemishes.
Yeah,
and
that's right.
Are you an SPF hardcore wearer every day? Because I feel like I should be and I'm not. Right to you.
I actually learned that you should actually wear it
Every day.
every day, even if you're not going under the
Absolutely.
sun or something.
Yeah.
Like, it really protects your skin.
Yeah. I think
Fashion
in
and-
terms of long term, yeah, it does help your skin a lot because then you end up avoiding the unevenness and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff, and the blemishes and the sunspots and everything. I'm very into facials at the moment, as you can see. So yeah.
So would you put it under foundation every day?
Do I put it over? I mean under.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't wear foundation every day now, to be honest, but I do try and wear SPF. Yeah, it doesn't have to be 50.
Yeah.
Maybe like 15
Actually-
or 20. You can buy a lot of creams that
Yeah.
have it already.
BB creams or something.
Actually, 50 and 30, there's no big difference between them. It's just a marketing trick.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, automatically 50, you're like, okay, I'm blocked.
Yeah,
I'm shielded
exactly.
for everything.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, if we want to talk about fashion trends, like
Yeah.
name one fashion trend that you wish to come back.
I mean, the oversize came back, which I was really happy about because
all of us.
this year has been a bit of a struggle. So it was like, oh, okay, I'm cool now because I'm wearing like oversized jackets. So that came back. I was very happy about. The denim came back as well, which I was very happy about.
Yeah.
I think the leather as well has crept in.
Leather's everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm loving these like
Never really
oversized
died.
leather pants.
Amazing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Bit of
that's
patent shine, tassels.
Oh yeah,
I saw the
I
tassel.
know.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, but how do you keep up with those trends? Like, from where do you get inspiration?
I think a bit of everything. I mean, social media is constantly there, so
Yeah.
you're always updated with everything, and it's become a bit of a news channel. You're updated with everything,
True. Yeah.
and at the same time, just being around. I mean, going out, seeing people what they're wearing in general, it kind of sinks in. I mean, I'm very into leggings at the moment and pattern leggings because I never was into it before. I'd always go for the plain black,
Yeah.
but now I've kind of embraced other things because I've been stuck with the black, and it's just comfort for me.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, you just pick up around you, really.
Yeah.
I think it depends where you go. When you go on your summer trips, you end up in the shorts and all those kind of in that direction. So it really depends.
Yeah. What about advice for your younger self? I always think about this. If you're talking to your 16-year-old self, what would you tell her?
To be daring. Really, I feel looking back, I had many shy moments and maybe times that I didn't speak up. And now I'm like, no, you have to speak up. You have to say everything that you want to say. You have to do everything. At least try. If you fail, just get up and do it again. It's okay. You're never going to know. You shouldn't be so overpowering and controlling. It's okay.
Nice.
People judge you, they judge you. It's okay.
Yeah.
Let them judge you. It's fine. There's always going to be negative and positive comments. And never just focus on negative comments because we all always just brush off the positive and we completely stick on one comment that someone said. And I think I learned that from social media.
Exactly.
I mean, naturally you have to build hard skin because you do get negative comments here and there or people's points of views that you might not naturally want to hear, but over time you hear all of it and you learn, and that's fine. It makes you stronger. So yeah, I mean, I was told, no, you shouldn't do it. Why would you do that? Why would you leave your corporate life
Of course.
and dive into something that you have no idea about? And now I can only say thankfully that I listened to myself and didn't listen to others around me.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But how do you deal with the negative comments on social media?
you just laugh. It's hilarious. I mean, there is no fixed reason for anyone saying those kind of comments. It's just some people say it for attention, some people just say it for the sake of it, some people speak their mind, and that's fine. Everyone has an opinion, and that's okay. You know, you feel sorry for people that are a bit mean to others. I think it's not very pleasant when people are mean. But and I do really believe in supporting genuinely, and I mean, I think that's probably another reason why I have an audience, because I was very interactive with people, and I do believe in supporting my friends around me or people that I haven't even met properly. I think it's really important. And yeah, so just forget the negativity.
You ignore them.
It sounds like it doesn't affect you at all, which is amazing.
No, I think, you know, people wake up in bad moods or good moods, and some people say things and they can regret it. And I think just by ignoring them and not dealing with it, I think it's fine, because why? There is no reason for you to be mean and say things that are just completely pointless or useless.
Yeah, there's never anything gained from this like keyboard warrior stuff. I really don't understand
But
it.
you can criticize, there's a lot of criticism that can happen, but I mean, just embrace it, take it as constructive, and move on. There's nothing to dwell on. You just have to just continue, look for the next day, and keep going on. It's okay.
That's good.
Yeah, definitely.
And to finish off, we have a question. Is there a 5-year or 10-year plan, or what's the future for the Fashion Pirate?
The future is gold.
Yeah. Love it.
I mean, there are so many ideas. Honestly, so many ideas. Right now, my main focus is my baby boy and really just enjoying this moment in my life and this whole family unity and building the brand as much as I can. And I don't want to make a solid year plan at all, 5-year plan. I just want to go with the flow a little bit. I feel like I've spent so much time trying to plan, and now I just really want to enjoy.
Embrace whatever it may be.
It's different. I feel different. I feel like my values and everything have changed a little bit. And this time last year, I was doing so many things, which is amazing. And I'm happy to progress and go into different chapters rather than repetition. So I just want to move forward and evolve and let life evolve with me.
Really
That's
nice.
so cute. Best of luck.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
We probably need to work on our plans.
Oh yeah.
No, but that's amazing getting to know you a little bit. We love your
you.
profile. It's very, very
Thank
cool.
you. I appreciate that. Means
Thank
a
you so
lot.
much for taking the time to come into us.
Thank you for
Very
having me.
inspirational.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, guys, we'll be back same time, same place next week. See you then.
Bye.
Bye.